Ah, SCP Secret Files, my beloved. Finally an SCP game that doesn't revolve around the big three, SCP-173, 096, or 3001. Or is a blatant rip-off, spin-off, or jerk-off of a decade-old tech demo in a wheelchair powered by the hopes and dreams of a community all but drowned in their own tears and urine. Do you hear me, SCP community? This is an intervention, and SCP Secret Files is your hot next-door neighbor that you're too blasted out of your mind to see and ask out without throwing up all over yourself. And sure, it's got secret in its title, but I'll let that one slide because I really do love this game. So if you're just here to know if Secret Files is any good, it is. Get out and don't let the door hit you while you're leaving, Chaos Scum. I've got SCP mysteries to solve. Full disclosure, SCP Secret Files developer GameZoo reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in a lot of money to play their game on stream on their official Steam Next Fest demo, and say nice things about it if I wanted to. My stockpile of spicy ramen, baby formula, and gasoline had been running dangerously low lately, so I was more than happy to sell my soul. But I accidentally slept in a little too late by a few days, and by the time I got back to them, they told me they'd found someone else for the job, called me names, and told me to beat it, punk. No, but I really do love the devs for the game. They're super humble, and look, the lead dev on Discord's got a PFP of Dwight Schrute from The Office in pixel form, so it's basically impossible to hate that. But what about the game? Well, true to form, the game itself really is its own SCP entry at this point. It's an enigma wrapped in a mystery. If you go to the Steam page for the game, it says you play as a man named Carl, tasked with reading a bunch of SCP entries for his new job as a librarian or something. But then you get sucked into these stories as you read them, literally. But when you play the game, you instead play as a, get this, woman who's probably not named Carl. Hello. Good God, I know SCPs are all about mystical creatures and such, but women? Mommy Wyatt always told me those were fake growing up, and I'm inclined to believe her. Women truly are scary. Anyway, you play as Agent Solid Snake, scratch that, Agent... and you're tasked with infiltrating an abandoned SCP facility to recover a weapon that they were working on to surpass Metal Gear. Scratch that, it's to investigate what happened to everyone, why nobody's picking up corporate's phone calls or answering their texts, and why are there so many dummies here too. Look, I really could make a joke about how a bunch of dummies sitting around looking like they're doing a bunch of work when in reality they're doing nothing is a perfect analogy for corporate and government workplace activity, but too late, it looks like this guy is reading Shakespeare. Scratch that, he's just mad we caught him shaking his spear. During your interdimensional spelunking, you find anomalous entities in this place, and the first chapter revolves around SCP-701. I don't want to say too much though, because half of you don't even know what that is yet, and the mystery they slowly unfold for you during this game really is great if you don't know what the hell is going on, and why these guys instantly teleport back up onto their feet after you look away from them like they're your drunk uncle at the Christmas party who's found the time stone off of Thanos and keeps reverting his game to a previous save file. And the other half of you are SCP nerds who've already read every single one of the thousands of SCP articles by now, and I'm sure you're already furiously typing away in the comments section below about how you actually know so much about SCPs and already know everything about 701 because you've realized you've spent too much time of your life reading horror fanfic online. So you and I really do have a lot in common. I also really like that this is the first game we've seen the SCP Foundation portrayed as something other than a totally perfect world-dominating reptilian agency that controls every string on Earth. They have to purchase rundown public land because I assume the people in accounting didn't permit black hole expense books to make a super secret underground base again. The zoning permits alone would bankrupt the Foundation. And that everything in here is still from the 1980s despite it being current year. Dear God, this really is a government agency. Without spoiling anything else about it, the game really is that great. You should buy it and play it yourself, or buy it and watch your favorite Twitch streamer play it while it gathers dust in your Steam pile of shame, and go on for the rest of your life as if you did play it like so many of us have done lately. Thanks, too much time at home, plus 100 things to do, plus procrastinating so it never gets done. You really keep me busy these days, don't you? Do I really need to say more about this game? This game has me addicted to it like it's SCP-597. That's a real deep cut a lot of you will pretend to know in the comments below after you quickly Google search it to find out what it is that I'm talking about. Until next time, make sure you leave a like and do all the other stuff. Remember, 1 like equals 1 spicy ramen, so please donate to a starving gamer today. I still need that money I never got.